We are on the air, and this is Halton Hills Online and our Loosey Goosey. What's the name of this show again? As he puts his microphone on. Welcome, everyone, to...
About Town, it's called.
About Town.
I had to think about it.
Yeah, About Town, our Loosey Goosey, Halton Hills Online, local show about local stuff going on.
Whether it be news, sports, or just fun events that are going to be going on. We got a lot of events going on this August here in Acton. Yeah. We're looking forward to the Leathertown Festival coming up on August 14th.
Yeah.
Crazy Chester's going to be playing.
You guys are going to be playing all that weekend, aren't you?
Yeah, we play Friday night at a private party, then Saturday night at the Juke Joint in Acton on 25 Side Road, Kim Duncanson's place.
Oh,
great!
Oh, yeah. I've
great
heard of that
place.
Yeah,
great place. Looking forward to that. And then Sunday we're playing the Leathertown Festival.
Is that the one that looks like a gas station?
No, it's a farm.
Really? Oh, okay. I know.
It's a farm, and she's got this massive room out back. It's just beautiful for.
You know what I'm talking about? That gas. Yeah. It looks like it's so cool.
I know.
I mean, you drive by there. It's a guy's house, but it's not a gas. And you look at it, it's like, wow, man.
That's actually a buddy of mine. Well, buddy of ours, Mike Irwin's. It's a good friend of his.
So. Oh, it's one of Mike's buddies.
One of Mike's buddies. So, Big Daddy Russ Horton. I'm Leah Lakin. Thanks for tuning in once again. We're missing Leah Lywood today.
Yes, the whip is not here.
Yes, the mom spit's not here. The whip's not here.
She's had a busy week with her
which is good. Business is good for her, and it's picking up for her. You can check her out at Mother Owl Renaissance and on Facebook, and check that out and see what she's up to. And she's just had a busy week, and it's hot as Hades.
But she is controlling us remotely.
Yes, oh God, yeah. She's keeping an eye on us for sure.
Mean, all night tonight we're going to say we're going to get messages. Did you send the video? Did you do this? Did you do that? But
that's what I got to do as soon as I'm done this too. Is load it up.
I do want to say about her, she just does a wonderful job of producing this show.
Amazing woman. She's very patient with us. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely, yeah.
Which she has to be. But we're missing Leah. But again, it's hot as Hades in here. Yeah. It's been a warm week this week, man. It's been hot. We finally got some rain, some much needed rain.
It's 36 right now. With the Humidex.
With the Humidex?
With the Humidex.
I think it's hotter than that. Probably you stand in that sun, and it's a hell of a lot hotter than that.
It's hot when you stand in the sun.
Like in here is not too bad. We got a fan going. We're doing pretty good. But it's been a warm week and a warm, dry summer. It's the driest summer we've had in 35 years. It was the 80s the last time we had this little moisture. Yeah. But that rainfall we had the last couple of days was good. We needed that.
It's too late for the grass, though. The grass is done. It's August already, man. It's yellow.
It's so sad. The weeds are growing, but the grass isn't. Everybody thinks grass is a weed. Well, look at your lawn.
The only good thing about hot weather is, well, I love hot weather too, to a certain extent, but the really amazing thing about hot weather is you don't have to cut the grass as much when it doesn't rain and you get the hot.
My lawnmower is getting lonely. It won't talk to me anymore.
I know. It must be, it's been a few weeks.
It's 3 weeks since I cut my grass.
Yeah, and even then it doesn't grow that much.
It's more like pavement out there right now, the dark stuff. So we're brought to you by
Max Tires, and of course they have the lowest prices on tires. They also fix cars, trucks, and it's Max Tires and Auto Service, of course, auto repair service. And you can call them at 905-873-9255. I'll learn that number one day. Where I don't have to look at my big yellow binder. But
and the fact that the number has stayed there is impressive.
That's right. No, I keep my smudge away from there.
Right.
Talking about smudge, he might even service your car.
He might be the guy.
And leave a mark, of course, as he always does. But hello to Rob and Sean, of course, the owners of Fred's Taxi. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
Fred's Taxi would be good, yeah.
Owner of Easy Taxi, Fred's Towing, and Max Tires, and always a great sponsor. And he supports us 100%.
They've been with us for a couple years now.
They've been with us from the beginning.
Right from the beginning, yeah.
And I love Sean. He's a good guy. They're community people, and it's like Cape Canaveral down there. Some days it's so busy.
Oh yeah.
I mean? But call ahead. Yeah,
definitely make an appointment. Makes your life a lot easier than just walking in through the door. Some people break down on how to. That's. But
nothing. Then as I told him, you make money in your sleep, Sean.
Yeah.
Your car broke down. Well, I'll send my Fred's towing truck to pick you up and drop the truck off for the car.
And
my easy taxi will take you home, so you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Quite a guy. Okay, I'm going to lead off with the top story, and I'll leave you with the MS because there's A&W in a few days is going to light up our lives with some burgers, and we'll tell you about that in a moment. The big news, I guess, this week is don't be swimming in Fairy Lake, please. It's not safe to swim in. Prospect Park Beach in Acton, which is 30 Park Avenue in Acton, tested unsafe for swimming on August the 3rd. And I guess the closest watering hole that's okay is Kelso Conservation Area in Milton. I'm not sure about Rockwood, probably.
They are swimming there, but we had a teen death there last week. A 14-year-old boy drowned last week in Guelph Conservation Lake.
Yes, and that's in the, it was on, Guelph Lake, was it? Or, yeah. That's a big, beautiful lake off of 24, right?
Yeah. Gorgeous lake.
It's beautiful.
Awesome spot. And just an unfortunate incident, but it's tough because, people think, oh, well, it hasn't rained, the water should be fine. No, rain actually churns it all up, cleans it all out, does what we need it to do, and most of our beaches, I think, are closed, are they not?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, including Oakville, Burlington, all those places are all, from what I understand, no swimming.
Check with Rockwood before you head out and go for a swim there. I'm not sure. I think that the government pretty well takes care of that.
Well, Rockwood's also part of the Credit River Conservation, so it's well kept, it's well cleaned. But again, call ahead. Really, I think is your best bet. Just give them a call and find out what's going on, because they could be booked solid there. Who knows? Might have limit restrictions on how many people come and go because it's still COVID crap. Always call ahead.
I left this story for you because you suffer from MS.
This is a cool one. Christine Sinclair. I don't know if people would know who she is, but a soccer team captain, women's soccer team, is joining A&W Canada and partnering with them on the 13th annual Burgers to Beat MS campaign to help take on multiple sclerosis. This is close to my heart as I've been diagnosed with that a few years back, and Canada has one of the highest rates in the world, with over 90,000 Canadians living with this disease.
Wow.
MS is a complex and unpredictable disease affecting each person differently. Common symptoms include fatigue, dizziness, muscle weakness, impaired sensation, vision loss, mood changes, cognitive impairment, which to me actually sounds like a lot of Canadians, is the most common neurological disease affecting young adults in Canada today. There is no cure for MS. There is some treatments out there. Some work for people, some don't. There's just so little research on it right now that's why A&W and Christine Sinclair are partnering up. They need to raise some much needed funds. This will be Thursday, August 19th, all across Canada, and every A&W, $2 will be donated from every A&W team burger, which is their most common selling burger.
That's their biggest burger.
Yeah, it seems to be. I enjoy it.
I love them all.
Same here. I don't mind an
I've never met an A&W meal I didn't like.
A&W is one of very few, a lot of people may not know this, A&W is one of very few Canadian companies. Mary Brown's is one also as well, but A&W is a Canadian-owned and run company. Tim Hortons no longer is. They're no longer affiliated with Wendy's anymore. Wendy's bought Tim Hortons back from the conglomerate down in the U.S. People bitch and complain about Tim Hortons because they've gone downhill so much lately.
Well, I don't mean to poke holes, but they used to be open.
The obvious.
They used to be open 24 hours a day.
Stuff
for
like
all
that.
Of us
a lot of the quality's kind of gone downhill as well. Well, again, they're an American company, and it's all about the bottom line with an American company. Canadian companies still love their Canadian people, so
I remember those old commercials they used to have in little towns across Canada, and the trucker would pull in there and walk in, have his
Port Smith, Nova Scotia.
That's right. Wherever it may be, that was the brand of Tim Hortons is Canada, and they seem to have lost that.
Oh yeah, big time. There's a lot of that's been gone, and I've watched it kind of go over the years with Tim Hortons, and I'm not a fan myself, but A&W I'm definitely a fan. Do love their burgers. Even their little buddy burgers are nice once in a while. So that's August 19th. Go in, buy a teen burger, $2 from every teen burger. That's got to be even more than their profit.
And they're putting on a show on Mountain View in Georgetown South at the Neighbors there, of course. And hello to all the gang over at Neighbors, A&W in Georgetown South. I don't know if Spider-Man will be there this year.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was the one that played Spider-Man last year, but they wouldn't believe me, of course. Yeah. You have to think about that one, folks.
But just envision that one.
Yeah, but the one in the south. Yeah.
We have two locations, like you say. The one in the south at the Petrocan there at Danby, and then also the one right by Canadian Tire there. So get to A&W if you can on Thursday, August 19th, and help support MS. You'll help being somebody like myself. And probably, with so many Canadians being diagnosed, probably somebody in your family.
That's right.
So please help them out.
That's right. And, we wish all the gang at A&W. And we'll talk about it next week, too, as we get closer. But I wanted to get that message across because A&W, they do some wonderful things for our community.
Yep.
I don't know what they have in store for the Georgetown South store, but they always do something special.
Right.
Because their staff is special as well. Now, Halton Region has confirmed that a bat found in Oakville tested positive for rabies. And it is the first confirmed case of rabies in the region this year. The bat was found in West Oakville, apparently, south of Spears Road and east of 4th Line. And although rabies in bats, I guess, is kind of rarely, bites from rabid bats have caused almost all human cases of rabies in Canada in the past several years. So it's nothing to...
Thought it would be dogs.
Yeah, but it's bats.
Oh.
And
but you're right. Yeah, I haven't heard of any of those cases this year. You know, you usually hear of one or two every summer that
rabies is not fun.
No.
And I had the shot for that once in the stomach, and my God, did that ever hurt?
I bet.
Yes.
Anything shot in your stomach hurts.
Well, I was starting to foam at the mouth and wander around people's doorways, so they had to do something.
When it wasn't Halloween.
And it wasn't Halloween. Who's this fat guy with the foam coming from his mouth?
We've got some more stories from our Halton Regional Police as usual. This is what the show is all about. We're trying to inform you. They're investigating following a significant theft from a Halton Hills home on Tuesday, August the 2nd. At some point between 11 a.m. and 12:25 p.m., 3 men approached a residence on Arbor Glen Drive. They forced open a rear door. The intruders reportedly stole 3 rings valued at around $10,000 and cash. No one was home at the time. The first suspect's described as white with a slim to average build. He wore a white t-shirt and jeans. The second man's described as a white man with a slim build wearing shorts. Third individual is described as white wearing black pants. So not much of a description there to go on. But if you see something fishy going on in your neighborhood, it might be a good idea to let Halton Regional Police know.
And you have to,
you see 3 guys wandering around your neighborhood that don't belong there.
There's been a lot of kids with their pictures taken riding bikes, breaking into local vehicles.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know who the kids are. It was in Acton, I believe.
Yes, it was
the last month or so, and there's no room for that in our community, folks.
Well, the kid thing is, breaking into cars. It's definitely not something you want to be having in your neighborhood and stuff like that. But unfortunately, it increases to that next level where they're breaking into homes and doing stuff like that for some strange reason. So, keep an eye on your kids, people, and other people. Keep your cameras going outside your house so you can identify who the heck they are.
Well, that's the good thing about things being recorded nowadays. There's a lot of stuff that would have been unseen before is now seen.
Technology's kind of worked in that advantage, but
that's right. And Halton continues to be one of the safest communities to live in.
There's a segue.
We all do that.
We just talked about houses breaking into, and now we're the safest community.
What a terrible segue that was.
That was awful.
All right, but apparently we are one of the safest communities in Canada, and this is according to a report by Statistics Canada. On Tuesday, August the 2nd, StatsCan released its annual findings on police-reported crime, which stated that in 2021, Halton had the lowest crime severity index of all Canadian municipalities with a population of 100,000 or more, which is pretty damn good when you think about it.
Yeah.
For a population that size, 100,000 people, and we're number 1. So there you go. Hats off to us.
Yes.
The CSA measures changes in the level of severity of crime in Canada from year to year. I guess it changes, but Hey, way to go, Halton Region. I mean,
Right on.
of course, we're
the second. We're the second largest region in Southern Ontario.
Yeah, our next to Peel. No, it's Toronto, and then
us.
Then us, and then Peel.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you look at top of Acton, up on 32nd Side Road, to the lake.
Oh yeah, you can see the lake from there on a good day.
On a good day.
That's the highest point in Halton, right where the church is.
You think of how big of that span is from there to there. That's a huge span.
Oh, you're talking about area.
Halton region.
Yeah. It is a big area that we cover. Even Halton Hills is a big area.
Just think of how long it takes you to go from here to, say, Joe Brant Hospital in Burlington.
Yeah.
It would take you an hour plus to get there. That's how big it is.
Yeah.
So, and Toronto, I've done Toronto. When COVID first hit, we were going out to see my sister, and the trip had already been planned. The lockdown wasn't in place yet, as was what we were directed. It was when they started. Anyway, I made it from the airport in Toronto on the 401 to Victoria Park on 401 in 22 minutes. 22 minutes.
22 minutes. That's not too bad.
50 years or 45 years of driving, I've never made it across that 401 that quick before, man. It was insane. Me and Mel were looking at the time going, that's crazy.
22 minutes.
22 minutes from the airport to Vic Park.
Wow.
On the 401. That's how little traffic was on the highway, man. Wow. And I was only doing $120.
Yeah.
I was not flying. I was not doing 100 or 40 or 50, whatever. I was doing 120 all the way. So we do got to talk about this. We have been avoiding these COVID conversations, but we are seeing some spiking going on right now. They are calling this summer a wave. They're saying this is a wave.
Seventh wave.
Yeah, seventh is what I've heard, yes. But hospitalizations in Halton hit their highest point in 3 months as we came to the end of July. The region also reported a death of a Milton resident, second COVID-19 death in the past week. There have been 388 COVID-19 related deaths in this region, including 142 this year. Those numbers are a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah, it's still...
Not that I thought about it much.
We think COVID's gone. It's never going to be gone.
No.
I don't think so. Do you? I think it'll always be here.
I think there's going to be an aspect of it that'll never go away. Yeah, especially the Omicron variant doesn't seem to be disappearing. And then with the staffing situations we have at hospitals right now.
I respect other people. If they want me to, if I go into a mall now, I don't wear... I did up until a couple of weeks ago. I've started to relax on that a bit now.
Yeah, same here.
And you go into the barbers. I went into the barbers downtown. Hello to Royal Barber, by the way. Great 3 guys downtown. They're rock and roll
job.
If they can make me look good, they can make anybody look good. Not saying that.
There's a slogan for you guys.
But Royal Barbers, great bunch of guys. But I went in there, and like a month ago, everybody was...
Oh, yeah.
And now everybody's kind of like, hey, man, no problem. There's no masks. The barber did wear a mask. I must admit that.
I think they have to still.
I think so, yeah.
I think because of the hygiene thing they have to.
But when I first started going to the Italian guys over there by the mall, who are a bunch of great guys too, they wouldn't even touch your face at that point. But it's changed. It's changed now. And dentists, it was like you went in and they looked like spacemen.
Yeah.
But now it's relaxing. But it's always going to be here. When I go into a doctor's office, I'll put a mask on.
Medical spots, I'm still going to do it. Because even before COVID, I almost wanted to do it too, just because.
If I'm around a senior too, I'll put a mask on.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, because they're vulnerable to this.
Well, exactly.
We are.
They're the other than.
What am I talking about? I am a senior.
Well, there you are.
In some aspects, I think I'm a senior at Shoppers Drug Mart. As a matter of fact, Wednesdays.
Hey, I got my senior status on my birthday, so I can go in and get a senior's discount.
Do you ever think us radio rock and roll stars would become seniors? Hey, here's another Buddy Holly song.
And still be around to annoy people.
Exactly. All right, so the Halton region has also revealed new COVID outbreaks. Just to get this out of the way, that health officials are trying to contain. One of the outbreaks is at Georgetown Hospital, as a matter of fact. In the medical surgical unit that was declared on July the 29th. Currently, the hospital has 8 patients with COVID-19.
Wow, that's probably their highest, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and the region also revealed Tuesday that Bennett Health Care Center in Georgetown has an outbreak that declared July 29th, and it's impacting the north wing there. So we've got the hospital in the Bennett Center, and we had some problems, of course, over at Amica there. I think they've been sorted out. But I can't be sure. That was on the 6th
we haven't been
floor.
updated on that yet.
On the 6th floor, but you might as well just say an entire building.
Well, yeah, in a building like that, how do you contain it to a floor, really? You know, it's, and again, I think you nailed it on the head, Big Daddy, that this isn't going anywhere anyway. So
no, it never will. If you're waiting for COVID to go away, you're going to be waiting for a while.
Yeah. You know, the best thing is, like they said in the very beginning, wash your hands, keep your hands clean. Touch other people's stuff unlimited as much as you can. You know,
cell phones
like that.
are the worst. Cell phones are the worst. The crap all over the cell phone.
Oh God,
you think you're touching it. Other people are touching it. Even if it's your phone, somebody else is going to grab it and pass it to you. So you've got to watch for cell phones.
Your phone's ringing.
Yeah, give it a good Febreze.
I do actually. I clean mine quite often.
What do you clean cell phones with though?
I use
I wouldn't want to damage.
I get a lot because of my diabetes. I get a lot of the alcohol swabs, those little square ones, and I just take that. Rubbing alcohol, right?
Yeah. So it's not going to hurt anything.
It's going to clean it. Nice.
I'm scared of hurting the cover. Making it.
Well, it can get all cloudy and stuff sometimes. Yeah, I don't right? Even my tablet here, I do the same thing with it. I just use that little cloth, and it takes everything off. So
more thefts.
There's an idea. In the safest region in the world. Halton police are investigating recent vehicle thefts in Halton Hills during the overnight hours between Tuesday, July 26th and Wednesday, July 27th. Someone approached residents on Golden Way, stole a Dodge Ram truck from their driveway. Police said this is, I think, the 4th or 5th Dodge Ram truck in the past couple of weeks.
What's going on with Dodge Ram
There's
trucks?
something they're hot. Everybody, I guess.
Well, they are hot.
They're hot. You know,
they're a great truck, but they're popular too.
I guess the thieves are getting lots of orders for these Dodge Ram trucks.
Well, they're the sexiest.
Oh, they're a good-looking truck. Oh, a nice-looking truck for sure. During the same period, police said someone attended a residence nearby on Morningside Drive and stole another Dodge Ram truck from another driveway. So there you go. That's just two right there.
Guys,
you're talking about over half a dozen Dodge Ram trucks have been stolen from the Halton Hills area in less than 6 months. So somebody out there is ordering. The thieveries are ordering.
They're sexy-looking trucks.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're. I'm sure out of the country, in the Middle East.
They're the only pickup truck. This is a thing I learned. It wasn't from Dodge. They're the only pickup truck to win 3 JD Power Awards.
Yeah. My buddy's got one. I went for a ride there a couple of weeks ago, and they're nice, and it's like sitting in a big mattress.
Exactly. Remember the old pickup trucks?
Yeah.
They ain't your daddy's old pickup truck, I can tell you that. But so guys with Dodge pickups, chain them to your house.
Please do that. Now, of course, talking about sexy vehicles, the Georgetown Cruise Nights. Of course, it's happening. Does it happen every weekend?
Yeah.
And it's happening August the 5th, of course, this weekend from 5 to 9:30. It won't make this video, but in the Moldmasters Sportplex parking lot, you can check out classic and specialty vehicles while enjoying rock and roll music and great company as well. There'll be tasty treats and door prizes. The weekly event, organized and operated by volunteers, raises funds for the Georgetown Hospital Foundation. And Halton Hills is a car town.
Oh God,
a vehicle town, not just a car, the trucks too.
Like we've said in previous videos that you think all the car clubs in Georgetown just alone, it's just like crazy. And it's great. We used to do one in Milton as well a couple of years back, and to get 200 cars out is just awesome. It's just such a great, and to see the kids' reactions to it, because it's a big Hot Wheels. Right? Yeah. It's a big Hot Wheels. So whoa,
my favorite movie of all time was American Graffiti.
I know.
It all revolved around old cool cars and old rock and roll. And Georgetown is so much acting everywhere. I mean, all of this whole area is cars. People that live here have classic cars. Yep. They drive them all over town.
We see quite. Yeah, you can sit here sometimes out front of my place and. No problem. Cars going by all the time.
When I was a kid, I used to have a 71 Cutlass, and I was the fastest car in Mississauga, in 1979 for about 2 weeks till I ran into a Camaro that blew the doors right off me. We used to race up the 10th line there by down by Dundas back in the old days, and they used to do it up. A couple of times I came up here and raced on the rubber road they used to call it, because if you measure from the graveyard to 10th line on 10 side roads, it's exactly a quarter mile. And we used to race up and down there. God, I'm starting to feel old.
Those were the days, man.
They were. You know, I had an old Dodge Polara. I had a 71 Cutlass, and she was a sweet, sweet car. I miss her so much.
I've always been a van guy. I took my driver's license in a big GMC van.
Oh, I used to have a GMC van with the fuzzy dice.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I had to have the fuzzy dice. I had the couch in the back, the flags in the windows.
What did you have the couch in the back for? Never mind. But don't forget Georgetown Cruise Night. It's all for a good cause.
And they've got their anniversary coming up. I think on the 19th it was. We talked about last week, so that's something to look forward to. And
head over to Moldmasters and get your eye full.
You can't miss it. You drive by and it's just
that's right.
Loaded.
There's more and more cars every week.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to get COVID out of the way and stop sitting at home with the remote and get outside and enjoy yourself.
There's a world outside of Netflix,
play baseball or whatever it is.
We're going to remind you once again that Halton Black History Awareness Society's annual Emancipation of Art exhibition is on view from July 29th till September 11th at the Helson Gallery in Georgetown. The vibrant exhibit features 14 artists in a variety of media exploring the meaning of freedom. So go check that out. I think it'd be very, very cool. You know, especially if you get one of these rainy days that we're finally starting to see.
We're starting to get a bit more rain lately, aren't we?
It's a place you can go, get out of the rain, and go check out some really cool art exhibits.
And it's beautifully air-conditioned building.
Oh, it's gorgeous in there. I went in to go help a lady come outside, and I was like, can we just stand here for a minute and just cool down a little bit?
Well, you have to understand, don't forget, folks, that if you don't have air conditioning and you're especially if you're vulnerable, if you're a senior, you have problems breathing or whatever, go to the local
libraries.
The cooling centers across the town have a whole list on their website of cooling centers. The Gellert Center is another one.
Your arenas.
Your arenas
are also those are public places, people. You're allowed to just walk in.
Yeah. That's our hometown stuff.
Yeah.
And there's no reason why you should be hot, because the last couple of weeks, as it happens every year, it's very hot and very humid.
And if you know somebody that could be at risk and you haven't heard from them or something, please go check on them. That's always something we offer.
If you live in a neighborhood where you know there's people with problems, either mental problems or they're older and they can't help themselves, help them out a little bit.
Exactly.
In the wintertime, go and
show your Canadian side.
Shovel their driveway for them.
I do 5 here in the winter.
Yeah, because you have people in this neighborhood that are vulnerable.
They help out. Well, that, and they help out in other ways. They drop food off to us. We're two single bachelors that live in this house.
Hey, you hear that, girls? Two single bachelors.
We don't cook a lot of food.
Oh, he has a girlfriend. I'm sorry, Mel.
Yeah, well, we do. I do. Yes, but
I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Yeah. We get neighbors that drop food off and whatever. So when I'm out with my snowblower, I'm already all dressed, covered in snow. So you might as well do the rest of the driveways around up and down the street. So it's just. Are
you ready for a story right out of Starsky?
Oh, isn't this hilarious? Have you seen the video?
Yeah. I'll mention that. Well, you can mention it too. By the way, CTV, it's so easy, and I'm a journalist. I do it every day. If you don't know how to pronounce something, go and Google pronounce. How do I say blah blah blah? Like, for instance, how do I say Norval?
Norval.
You don't say it Norval. It's Norval.
Target.
But it happens to everyone. I did see the video.
There was almost as much of a story about them saying Norval wrong
it got right under
as there
my
was
skin.
A story about what you're about to tell.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Peel police are investigating after a man allegedly stole a vehicle with a female passenger still inside in Brampton early on Sunday morning.
Yes.
The plot thickens, folks.
Yeah.
Police said they received a call just before 4 a.m. for auto theft in the area of Steeles Avenue and Hurontario Street. Officers were able to connect with the woman inside the vehicle, police said, adding that she kept them updated of her location while she's driving along with this guy who kidnapped her. She's talking to the coppers. The vehicle left Brampton, traveled to Halton Region, prompting Peel Police to notify our guys at the Halton Regional Police. Police said the vehicle was later stopped near Adamson and Guelph Streets in Norville following a pursuit, which was partially caught on a nearby convenience store surveillance video, which is Norville Convenience.
Yes.
They had their video on there. And okay, so the video obtained by CTV News Toronto shows the alleged stolen vehicle turning onto Highway 7 from Winston Churchill Boulevard with sparks still flying after in the air. And
back passenger door wide open.
Yeah, what a scene right out of Starsky and Hutch. The vehicle struck the curb, come to a stop, a few meters away. Here, we have a live on the scene reporter too. There was a loud bang and crash, and I heard yelling, and I decided to see if anybody needed help. Well, you would at Norville at 4 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And thank you to Sean Mailer. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. You did a wonderful job on the video, Sean, by the way. And there were several police officers, he says, that had already been on scene. And police said the 32-year-old man was later taken into custody. The female passenger suffered minor injuries. There is no immediate word on what charges the man will face, but there's going to be a few. Do you think there might be a few?
What a crazy video to watch, man. I was just like... and especially, we know that area so well, right? So you sit there and you go, oh my God. And then when you see the sparks fly, this passenger door flying open, and the car's still moving.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that the car's, oh my God.
And the fact that they actually had somebody inside. When you steal a car, don't take the guy with you, or the lady, or whatever it was.
Well, there's been stories of guys hijacking cars and there's babies left, and to me it's like...
Can you imagine how parents feel when that happens? Wow.
Talk about sheer panic. Nothing but sheer panic on that one. But yeah, what a crazy story. And then, like I said, it was the reporter talking about Norval that seemed to get even more... Really
professional CTV guy, too. He was a very good reporter.
Oh, yeah.
But Google named Norval, buddy.
Yeah, and I just don't... Yeah, if we were in Quebec, I could see it.
Yeah.
But
Norval, but this isn't Quebec.
There is Norval, Quebec.
Yes,
so,
there is, yeah. Well, this is Norval, Ontario.
Exactly, okay? Very different,
Boy to Jesus, it's Norval, buddy.
By Jesus, bye. But yeah, quite a crazy story. It happened in that small little hamlet there of Norval, so it's kind of scary. But it is Highway 7 that comes through there, so it all transpired in Brampton. It didn't start in Norval.
One thing I can't figure out is that stretch between Highway 7 and Georgetown. It's still one lane either way.
I know, I don't get it.
And it's one of the largest traveled areas in the world.
And then when you hit Mississauga Road, it goes like this.
Yes, like that.
Talk about a funnel.
Let's get at least... but is there enough room? I don't know.
Sure there is. It's all there's bugger all there.
Yeah. So widen it a bit so we don't have to sit there at 7 o'clock in the morning and wait for the light to change.
Again, I find a lot of civil engineers just don't have that built into their brain that, it's the same thing they did on the 401. Taking all this traffic and funneled it into something like this.
I got news for you. Something that really makes me wonder what the hell is going on is the new subdivision in Stewarttown and that whole area there, that's 10 Side Road, Falgar. That's going to be a huge neighborhood. Are they going to have their own stores? Because our infrastructure will not take anymore.
They have to.
They're built for the area and the people that we have here now. If you're out there, get your own plazas, your own
they have to.
Doctors.
They have to. The same way they did Georgetown South. They had to put the metro in there. They had to put the shoppers in there. You have to have that stuff when you build. Same with the schools.
Same with 7-Eleven when they said they were leaving. What the hell are you talking about? You're 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Why would you leave? You know what I mean? You're an important part of the community. And everyone goes to 7-Eleven. Everyone goes to Neighbors.
Yep.
But we don't want them coming here doing that, driving on our streets.
Well, this is it.
Not that we don't want you coming here. Don't get me wrong.
The streets can't handle it. And two, the roads are in such atrocious condition that the more traffic we put on them, the worse they're going to get. And now, the only people making money are Max Tire.
That's right.
Fixing suspensions. So, you know, it's just, it's
right.
It's a sad
Just
state
terrible
of
roads.
affairs.
Terrible roads.
And, you know, it's the same when I tell people here when they're coming into Acton, I'll say to them, you're on Highway 7. It's coming from Georgetown to Acton. If you get to 90 kilometers an hour, you're lucky at rush hour traffic. It's 80 kilometers an hour all the way because you got trucks, you got cars, and they're coming through, and it's a highway. It's a major route to get to anywhere across southern Ontario.
Before we go, I want to talk about our radio a bit, but I also want to say happy retirement to Rick Chapman, who has been a beloved cab driver at McCab Taxi for many years.
Ricky?
Ricky is no longer driving taxi. He's retired, and we wish him well, and hugs from everyone.
Absolutely.
In town. We love you, buddy. And,
everybody knows Rick.
Everybody. We call him Little Ricky, Dipper. I mean, we got names for him. This is a small town. And
I worked with him for 4 years doing nights. So
yeah, he's and hello to everybody over at McCab. It's sad that he retired because he was a landmark, man.
Oh,
he really was.
Like I said,
he isn't dead already. I think he's just retired.
He's just retired. He's just, you know. But like I said, you talk to anybody in town and they know who Ricky is.
Oh, Little Ricky, yeah.
Everybody knows who he is.
He's a rock star. Yeah. I mean, all the kids grew up with him. He was driving to the bars all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
The kids that are now not kids anymore.
Yeah.
They all know Little Ricky. So all the best to you, buddy. And we'll talk about our radio a little bit. I'm on in the morning, and we have local radio, by the way. It's not a podcast. It's a local radio station.
Runs 24/7, 365.
It's, local news, weather, sports, all the best mix in music. I'm on in the morning with Bud the Spud on a stick and Peter the piano player with a polyester tie and all the gang. And Leah Lywood's, of course, on over midday. She's got albums all over the studio. Have you ever noticed that?
Well,
just everywhere. She just loves her music.
She just wants to read on every cover, you know, what's on there. So.
And I've never met any woman that loved music as much as her.
She's up there, yeah.
She just loves it.
Oh, God,
And you're on in the afternoon.
Yeah, well, I try to play a little bit more classic rock on my show.
2 to 6?
2 to 6 every afternoon. Of course, we got
Moose Tracks.
Moose Tracks.
6 to 7.
Willie the Gatekeeper.
Willie the Gatekeeper, who had a birthday this last week.
Oh, he did, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he celebrated over at the graveyard there on King Street,
right.
Of course.
That's his favorite one. So.
Yeah, well, he likes to celebrate there. He's a little strange. Keep your hands away from his mouth if he's eating in front of you.
Yes.
Willie, happy birthday, buddy. We love you too, of course. And he's on 7 to midnight every night.
And you can get us online, HaltonHillsOnline.com. Yeah. Every day, take us to work. You can take us in the car now. You Bluetooth to your car. I get in my car, my phone attaches right away.
You can listen to it in Australia because they do.
Exactly.
New Zealand.
You
We
know.
have a listener in Wellington, New Zealand.
Right
He
on.
listens every day.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
And former Georgetown resident.
Well, that's it.
In New Zealand now.
This is it. People that live abroad, you know, you can still get a taste of home. You can hear the local news and weather and sports and events that are going on locally in the area.
We've got Bill Smith on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday nights commercial free. We have country in the afternoons on the weekends for you. We have oldies in the morning. We have Don Cherry. We have seniors graffiti, and we're way over time, so we're going to have to wrap this up.
We are the only ones having Don Cherry air his podcast, so you got to check it out every day on our station because we are the first and only ones to do it.
That's right, and I listen to Don at least 4 or 5 times a week, the same show, just over and over again, because I love the way he tells the story.
Well, it's his delivery, right? And that's what I love about it, is that he still delivers a story the same way he did on the other show.
That's right. That's right.
So thanks for tuning in, everybody. For Big Daddy Russ Horton, I'm Lee Lakin. For Leah Lywood as well. Have yourselves a great weekend. Remember, don't drink and drive. Call Easy Taxi for your ride home. And we'll catch everybody on the B-side.
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. And, of course, Leah isn't our producer. Leah is today, so he's wandering over there. Okay, we're done.